Hello everyone. This is the Darkpool Smart Money. The tool what you're seeing is not the normal tool what you see in every videos or indicators videos in YouTube. This is an tool which we have created called Darkpool. And first of all, I want to clarify that I'm not just gonna show you the previous the trades and show you that it is working. I'm gonna give you the free access to this so that you can see yourself how powerful this AI can be. Before buying this tool, you will have the free access to this, because we are claiming that out of 1000 trades, if you're taking 1000 trades going to get successful, because we have created a revolution in the trading when it comes to crypto futures altcoin. So you can do it in Binance, KuCoin, or any other platforms which you have that is in the future market. So what you're seeing here is the smart money dark pool what we have created with thousands of lines of codes which we have created. Now as you can see the price of chill guy USDT, I don't know what coin is this, but it is a random which we have picked. So you have seen the price has done the higher highs here. Okay, so we all know a very basic concept that after the two higher highs the trend line we can set it. Now for example, if the price is here and comes up here, we will have a very clear trend line. So now here what you see is a smart money dark pool. It is exact chart of the charts what you see here, but the difference here is this is the chart is for the smart money dark pool, that is market makers, institutions when they trade. This is the charts that been created. Yes, you heard that right. When the market makers or the institutions trade, then in the live market this chart is being created. It looks almost the same chart just like our normal chart, but I'll tell you what is the secrets behind this chart. Now, for example, this is the lines which I have drawn, which even you have to draw when you see the scenarios. Now, for example, when you see the higher highs, but here I see a very peculiar character of the dark pool is it is not making an higher high exact at this level. The chart here has been flattened, and after that when it has made another higher high, but I have seen it has been dropping here. So that means it is a clear cut indication that this is being manipulated or it is being driven by the retails. So you will see a very good drop in the price, that is almost 25% in the spot market. So if you're taking 10x leverage, that will be 250%. So now let me take you to the another example, and that is Floki USDT. And now the same thing happens. The market has done higher high here, but I have seen that for the first it has done one high, and after that the smart money is being dumping after that. They are not interested in another higher high, but this is purely driven by the retail traders. But here you can see clearly the smart money is being dumping here, and then after you can see I'm not that good in creating YouTube videos, but the tool what we have actually built, you can see the revolution in this. With this one tool you can actually get retired, and this is not just the normal video what we are actually creating. This is, you can see how powerful this AI can be. Now you can see clearly that from the latest higher high, in the dark pool chart, clearly you can see they're not even progressing. They're not even interested in this the pump. So here, if once you have the trend, once you short the market, then you will clearly see the dump happening. So now let's go into comp USDT. But if you even backtest or front test 1000 trades, thousand out of thousand trades gonna be successful. All you need to have a scenario of higher highs, which you will see every day in one or the other altcoins. Now, the again you can see there is a higher high, and then once the trend line is set, you will get the trade here. So, but here clearly you can see the smart money is not buying. So basically, they are either flatten or they are selling here, because if they wanted, they could have just done the higher highs here. They would have been interested here, but we can clearly see this is the retail driven. So obviously, you can see the dump happening right after that, and you will see the biggest dump like that. And then we can see another one, big time USDT. And first of all, I want to show you that this is not any what do I call that, reprintable tool or anything. Let me show you. In the replay you can clearly see, I'll show you that this is not reprintable or any kind of deceptive tool, so that which you see in most of the videos. So I'll just show you, and you can clearly see I've replayed it. So you can see this is not reprinting or anything. Once the candle is closed, once it is printed, then it's not gonna reprint again. So you can clearly see here it is not being. So now we'll see once it hits the the higher high here, and then you see what happens here. So just fast forward it to 1x. So clearly you can see, so it hits here, and we can see there is no higher highs here. They're not interested here. It's just manipulative, and then you can see the dump happening here. And whatever the replay that happens in the trading view, that is the exact same thing what has happened in the past. That is why the trading view has given the replay for this. So you can clearly see we could have easily had a dump of 10% here, and then still goes on. And let me take you to the another example here, Nero USDT. The same thing here. It has made an higher high, but here they're not at all interested. It is the chart is just flattened here. This is the actual chart what you have to look, not for this chart. Why? Because this chart is always retail driven. This what we have created in this AI is the smart money chart, and you can clearly see, and this is not a reprinting chart or anything which I have shown you. This is the exact chart. Now you can see it has made an higher high. All you have to do is find an higher high, and here you can clearly see the chart is being flattened, and then you can see and the trend. And those who don't know how to draw the trend lines, it's very simple. The first high, second high, once you get the second high, you draw the trend line, and once it hits the third high, then you will get the trade. But here you have to clearly see there shouldn't be anything higher highs. Like for example, if I show you that for an example, like yes, this chart, it has made an higher high and gone along with the price. So that means the retail as well as the the smart money is buying along with the retail. But if you see something like this, which often you see in every day, like because altcoins are very very manipulative, because they've been every day they get manipulated by the retail, by the smart money and the institutions. And I'll show you one more example, QNT USDT. The same thing has happened. It has made an higher high, first high, second high, and third high. Once it hit the third eye, we get the trend. Okay, and then once I see that the smart money has been dumping here, so obviously it's not gonna break. Obviously it will have a temporary dump, and that is what the advantage you need to take into it. And we'll take another example. It's FIL USDT. Same thing has happened. The higher highs, the price is been pumping high and high. But here I see in the smart money chart, the clearly they have not been interested in this move. So once you you know see this one, then all you have to do is just short the market from here and then come down all the way. And trust me, it's almost 1,500 trades we have tested it, and we have seen a tremendous work into it. And this is for short market only, not for the long market, because whatever the conditions we have been seeing and whatever the mathematical formulas what we have put in the Pine script, it is only for the short, not for the longs, and it only works for the shorts. But obviously, if if you're getting good trades and if you're getting 100% results, it doesn't matter if you're longing the market or shorting the market. So let's see another example. The same scenario has been created, and the only disadvantage about this tool is you have to manually open up all the charts, check for, and I'm using 4 hours chart so that I get pretty much a good time to understand the charts, or when the scenario is being created. If I'm using 5 minutes or 1 hour, I don't get that much of time to analyze. But 4 hours, every 4 hours, I can open up all the charts and check if the scenario is being created. And I see, like, every day the scenarios is being created. And you can see clearly first high, second high, third high. Once it hits the third high, and you can see a very huge pump that happened. But most of the retailers think this is a breakout, and then they'll buy it. But here clearly see the smart money isn't buying it. So again, I'll show you this is not any reprinting or anything. So now if I show you that in the replay, you can clearly see once it hits here, and you can see this is not getting anything reprinted. Once the candle is printed, the lines will be printed automatically. And now you can see once we hit the here, we can clearly see there is no way that the smart money is buying. So you can see a very very good dump happening after that of almost 8 to 10% here. So, yes, this is the tool. It is in the beta versions. I am ready to give this for the free subscription for 3 to 4 days. So you can contact me to my WhatsApp number, which I've given below. So, and then we can work along with it. See, the first thing is I really want to help the retailers grow, and it's not about just the making money, it's about you making money as well as me making money out of it. First things first, I want to give it for free, test it out, check like every trade. And I'm very sure that whatever trade you see, whenever the scenarios is being created like this, the higher highs, whenever the pump is happening, all you have to check is the smart money interested in the same thing. Now, for example, you have seen this pump, and along with this the same pump is happening. So that means even the smart money is interested in this pump, but still after that they have dumped it. Okay, but most of the time, if they're interested, they'll pull along the the price. But when you see something like this happening, this is very weird, that the retailers are pumping higher high, but the smart money is not interested. So you will clearly see a very good dump of almost 10%. If you're even catching 5% with a leverage of 10x, so that is almost 15%. So another example, Alpha USDT, the same thing. Like the retailers on the smart money is not interested. All you have to do is just draw the line for the first top, for the second and the third, and you will clearly see if they are interested or not. Because the price has been getting higher and high, but here they've been dumping. So you'll get a trade on the third top, always. So if now, for example, if a scenario is being created, they have been uh, pumping. So, and even here the price is pumping, so that means the trade is not for you. All you just have to ignore the trade. But if you see that in this chart it has been flattened, but in this it has been pumped. So it is a clear indication that there will be a temporary dump happening after that. And another example, oh, this is a very good example. Now the price has pumped really hard, and after that there is a second pump happening, and then the third is where you will enter it. Because why third is because it's a very common sense. After the second trend is what we get the third trend. No, without this we don't get any trend. So once you draw this one, then you will get the range here, and then you will see immediately here they're not at all interested in this pump. So you will see a beautiful dump happening after that. And this you can see it in the real market. You take it from me, test it out, and once you're satisfied that this is the greatest invention what we have done in the crypto, then I'll be more than happy to subscribe you for this tool, and will be giving you for the years 1 year or 2 year subscription. See, I'm not that good in creating YouTube videos, but the amount of efforts what we have put in creating this tool is humongous, and I'll be looking forward for you to work with you. Thank you so much.